First tonight, a house explodes right next to the site of a deadly gas explosion in southern Indiana 6 years ago. Now, this blast rocked a Jeffersonville neighborhood, sending 5 people to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
And the house is right behind that home where the explosion killed a man in 2019. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Vicki has new details about the 2019 blast and a message from the woman who lost her husband in that explosion.
But we began with Addie Miners, who talked with neighbors today about the scary moments after this latest explosion.
Yeah, Jennifer, we did actually just get an update from police, and they tell us that their investigation is still ongoing as for the cause, but they do not believe that it was malicious. Now, as for neighbors who live around this home, they tell us it was like a series of booms is what they heard last night. First, it was a small one, then a larger one, then one that sent flames shooting out of the home. And after they heard that, they came outside and found this scene.
Laying in my bed and my window is facing this direction. I heard a boom.
So I didn't know if people were lighting off fireworks last night, but I heard the boom, and then this morning I saw the helicopters, and I'm like, I'm gonna go for a ride and see what's going on.
Residents from all around the Capitol Hills neighborhood drove by this home on Washington Way just hours after it exploded.
That's crazy. I've never seen a house completely gone.
According to Jeffersonville police, the call came in just before midnight on Wednesday that a home in the Capitol Hills neighborhood had exploded and was on fire. 5 people were found outside of the home when first responders arrived.
So we had all the patients in one area, and we were able to deploy all of our ambulances within Clark County and with assistance from Tri-Township to get all these patients moved out of here very quickly.
Joshua Keywood with Heartland Ambulance Services says 2 of the residents had to be taken by helicopter to the hospital to be treated for severe burns. The other 3 were rushed to the hospital by ambulance.
The explosion that happened was pretty severe, obviously, as you can see behind me, and the injuries for the patients were fairly severe as well.
It's horrible. It's just horrible, and it don't make any sense why this even had to happen.
While the cause of the fire is still under investigation, many neighbors are nervous it was caused by a natural gas leak, considering that in 2019, the house that backs up to this one exploded from a natural gas leak.
We've lost one good man. Now these people are injured. I mean, how many people's got to go through this before they do something about it?
Now, as for those questions, we did reach out to CenterPoint, who is the natural gas supplier in this area. And they told us that in their system, they have no detection of any leaks in this area, nor did they last night. But as a precaution, they did shut off the natural gas to this home. And I can tell you that we have seen a CenterPoint vehicle driving around this area throughout the day. So they are keeping an eye on the situation. Now, as for police, that, like I said, they are still investigating the cause of this, but they tell us that the 5 people that were taken from this home do have life-threatening injuries and are being treated in the hospital right now. Live in Jeffersonville, I'm Addie Miners, WLKY News.
And as Addie mentioned, the house that exploded is very close to the site of a deadly natural gas explosion in 2019.
Vicki continues our team coverage with a look at that tragedy. Vicki?
This is the map showing the proximity of the 2 explosions. You can see the backyard of the house on Washington Way, which exploded last night, is directly behind the house on Assembly Road, which exploded in May of 2019. 50-year-old Billy Phillips was killed. His wife, Janet, was critically injured. An 11-year-old girl in a nearby home was also hurt after the blast caused that house's ceiling to cave in. Vectren Energy, which at the time had just merged with CenterPoint, claimed a buildup of natural gas inside the house and not from a Vectren pipeline caused the explosion. But a wrongful death lawsuit filed a year after the blast blamed an aging and dangerous gas distribution system in the area, saying it had failed several times in recent years. And it claimed Vectren did not properly maintain the odorant, which is required by law, and therefore the Phillips did not smell the leak. Now, one of the attorneys representing the Phillips estate is in that lawsuit, says the case on his client's behalf was resolved last year. But some neighbors claims are still pending about this suit. Now, that attorney spoke to Janet Phillips today, and she wants everyone to know that she is doing well, and she wished her best to all of the victims of this latest explosion.